today. Hey look, Stormy Rabbits posted a Q&A. What should I film today? Oh wait, I'm Stormy Rabbits. Hey guys, this is Abby, and this video is going to be a Q&A video. So it is currently raining, and I was wondering, what can you film on a rainy day? A Q&A. So yeah, I asked on Instagram if you guys had any questions for me to make a Q&A video, and I got quite a few responses. So yeah, over 100 comments from you guys, and that is just crazy. So I obviously won't be able to answer 100 because this video would be like 2 hours long, but I will try to answer as many as I can, and I'll just pick out ones that I want to answer. And yeah, let's just get right into it. So this question is from WWREEX, and they ask, have you ever thought about joining a 4-H? So no, for one reason, there's none around me at all, and two, I just wouldn't like to do something like that. Julian04 asks, how are you allowed to have your bunny indoors? So what happened for me is I originally planned to have Storm outdoors when I was planning for a bunny, but then I found like indoor rabbit channels, and then I really wanted to do that. So I just asked them, and it took a while. Basically, they said no at first right away. So what I did was I set up my room by myself. I set up my room how it would be if the bunny was in my room. And then I brought my mom up and showed her, and they just said, okay, but if it does smell, then you're going to have to come up with something outdoors. One Bunny Hop Away asks, if a pet product wanted to sponsor your video, what brand would you want it to be? If it was just one brand, I would want it to be Oxbow, just because all of their products are pretty much good, and I like them all. And I mean, I would choose Oxbow if somebody wanted to sponsor me. The Rabbit Family asks, how long have you had your rabbits? So I've had Storm for nearly 2 years now. I can't believe it's almost been 2 years. And I've had Misty for a little over 1 year now. Lucy.B asks, what is the best toy that you have had for your rabbits that they enjoyed? So that would definitely be apple sticks. And for me, I can get them for free because we have 3 apple trees, and I can go cut some sticks off and then sanitize them and give them to them. Haley_Elmore asks, what is your favorite thing about rabbits or animals? So I would say just that they're cute and just how fluffy, and you can just pet them, and it's, I don't know, just really nice. Storm. Marley_Balston asks, if you could have any other pet, what would it be? So that would definitely be a cat. Some of you may know I want a cat really bad, but because of like mouse poisoning stuff that we've had troubles with this house, or like our neighbors, because our last 2 cats have died from a type of poisoning, our family has just decided not to get another cat at this house. If I could, I would definitely get a cat. Rihanna34789 asks, what is your favorite food? Does coffee count as food? But one of my favorite foods is probably just pizza. Pizza is like a food that it's always like, you can't think of a food. Pizza is always there. Charlie Claire asks, if you could only pick 3 brands to buy stuff from, which 3 would you pick? Definitely Oxbow, because you could get basically everything for the bunnies there. You could get hay, their pellets, you could get toys. For Echo's sake, the Hazel Hamster brand, whatever they're called. _Gabby0420. asks, what rabbit breed do you like the best? So my favorite breed, I think, is Jersey Woolies. I just love that they're just tiny, like Netherland dwarfs, but they have like Angora fur, and they're just adorable. Kate Elizabeth 11 asks, how long did it take you to litter train Storm and Misty? So when I got Storm, he was basically litter trained in 24 hours, and Misty was already litter trained when I got her, so I didn't even have to do anything for that. Katie.Grace_ asks, what brands do you think is best for a rabbit? So the brands, again, Oxbow. This is like Oxbow Q&A. Let's just call it that now. But Oxbow is a great brand. They have great pellets. Their hay is a fairly good price too if you wanted to buy it in bulk. Bulk prices are better. I wouldn't recommend buying like little bags. Get like a big box, like a 50-pound box, and you save a lot of money. And also Small Pet Select is a great brand. Their pellets are pretty much the same thing as like any other Timothy pellet. And they also have good hay that's around the same price as Oxbow. Amy Brendo 518 asks, do you recommend CNC cages and do you recommend free range? So I recommend both. If it's a CNC, meaning like NIC, which are kind of the same thing. I don't even know where those names came from. But if it's like a cage, kind of like I have, I mean, you could really customize it in many different ways. But I recommend that because it's really cheap. And free ranging can be good as well, but it can be a lot harder and more work. Bunny Rabbits 1001 asks, what did you think when you first saw Storm? Peyton Peacock asks, will you ever get another bunny? No, I do not plan on getting a third bunny. Personally, I do not want a third bunny. Official 101 Rabbits asks, favorite snack? I actually don't eat very many snacks because we never have snack food in our house, like hardly ever. But if I'm really hungry, I'll either have like chips and salsa, or my favorite, it's probably a chocolate chip Cliff Bar if we're at the store and I'm gonna buy a snack. Sit Down Stay asks, what's your favorite hamster species? So it's definitely Robos. I've just had this thing for Robos ever since I saw them. I just think they're adorable. And in like pet stores, they're just the cutest things. Wicked Wolf 1303 asks, what age do they start to calm down, or are they all still hyper? So with bunnies, it's a lot of personality. Some bunnies will start calming down at an earlier age, and some will stay hyper for a long time. But it's really not something you have to worry about, really. A bunny will just exercise as much as they want if they have the opportunity to. I don't know how to pronounce that name at all, but the question is, how old are you? And I am 15. I turned 15 in June. Lovely1303 asks, are male or females rabbits better in your opinion? So in my opinion, it really doesn't matter at all the gender. What really matters is the personality. And that's what I try to tell people all the time. They ask about breeds or age, and it really doesn't matter all of that as much as the personality, because you could have two rabbits that are the same breed, gender, and age, but they could be totally different just because of their personalities. Livleys asks, cats or dogs? Cats. I am more of a cat person than a dog person. Logan.Pritchett asks, how does homeschooling affect your time spent with Misty and Storm? So being homeschooled, I have a lot more time than if I went to school, because so I wake up in between 7:30 to 8, and I usually get my schoolwork done between 9 and 9:30. It takes me about an hour, maybe an hour and a half to get all my schoolwork done for the day. So really being homeschooled affects the bunnies for the better, I guess. Maddie.Anderson asks, Twitter or Instagram? If I could only pick one to do, that'd be pretty hard. Not very many people follow me on Twitter, so I definitely go with Instagram. Joes_rabbits asks, have you ever owned any other pets before the rabbits? Yes, I have owned 2 cats and a betta fish. Drapey Zigzag asks, how do you make the smell of your rabbits go away? Now, if your rabbit is litter trained and spayed/neutered, then they shouldn't really smell at all. Yeah, in general, rabbits really don't smell. EG22XO asks, what is your favorite animal? I actually have that in my About section, and my favorite animal actually is our cats. I've just always loved cats. And some of you might be like, what? Your favorite animal isn't bunnies? But I've always just liked cats a lot. It's from It's Simona 180. Do you bathe your rabbits? No, and nobody should ever put their rabbits in water. Rabbits could potentially die if you get them too wet. The only exception is a bum bath, which people do when they're rabbit's bottom gets really, really dirty. So guys, that's it for the questions. Make sure you follow me on Instagram if you're not, so then maybe you can be a part of the next Q&A. It's a lot easier to ask on Instagram than on YouTube, and it's a lot easier to go through. So I'd rather do it on Instagram, even though I do YouTube ones. And also I do answer a lot of questions on live streams when I do them, and if you haven't ever seen one of my live streams, make sure you come around to the next one if you see it pop up. So anyway guys, I hope you have enjoyed this rainy day Q&A. If you did, remember to leave a like. And yeah, anyway guys, thank you so much for watching, and I'll be seeing you in my next video. Bye!